Let's go.
Hello, we are
Hello.
Geeks Assembled, and I guess it's me and Susan again. We're sitting down on a Sunday evening and a Sunday afternoon where Susan is, discussing a 2011 movie, a British horror sci-fi movie. Um, this time it's The Threat from Outer Space this week. Um, it's a council estate in London on November the 5th. Which
Mm.
is in the UK known as Bonfire Night or Guy Fawkes Night, where we have big fires and let off fireworks all night. Um, but in between all that excitement, there is strange things arriving from the skies, and where a small group of what should we call them?
Estate dwellers.
Estate dwellers a gang.
No, 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 no,
Uh,
no, 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 no. They're not that organized. They're more of an estate youth group.
a youth. Well, yeah, okay. Uh, yeah, we're talking about Attack the Block, from the producers of Shaun of the Dead. You've got Nick Frost in here as a cameo,
Hmm.
as a drugs dealer. He's
And
getting typecast in
producer.
these sort of movies. Yeah,
And a
um,
producer. He's got a nice room.
yeah, yeah. Who else have we got in this movie?
Finn
John.
and the Doctor.
Oh,
Finn from Star Wars and the Doctor from Doctor Who. So radical.
well, she's interrupting me, so I might as well just pass it over to her. Go on then, Sue. What's your opening thoughts on
Oh
Attack
my
the Block?
God, I love this. This was so good. Never seen it before. It reminded me a lot of the Doctor Who episode about the Victorian, the next Doctor, because of all
Mhm.
the creatures that were looking like those cyber mutts. But this was
Yeah.
like they were so black. They were so black. They just light just absorbed into them. That was a big nod to 2001: A Space Odyssey and the obelisk. Okay,
Mhm.
and they had glowing teeth, which were about the coolest
Amazing.
thing. Yeah, they
Yeah.
were really cool. And the first one down was like a scout, and this the now that I've seen this, I know where Invasion, the Apple show, got a lot of its ideas from. They have
Ah,
uh in the Apple show they have a first group of invaders, and then the second group that are more advanced and more connected to humanity. So yeah, that was the cool thing, like seeing how much of this actually inspired that, because that is going on right now. And yeah, so I mean, this basically wrote some tropes that are being used to this day. It's pretty cool. And the kids are all great. I mean, they they did mug uh Jody's character, hang on a second, Sam,
yeah.
the nurse, after work. She was just trying to get home, and they stole her they stole a lot of her stuff. And anyway, she needed it later. But they it was just really cool the way John Boyega was used in this. He was very charismatic, and you know, if there would have been more organized, it would have been a gang, because like you organize, or gangs have to be organized, and this was just not.
And
And
this
then
was
they
his
had this,
This was his first movie role as well.
Yeah, and they were there was Alex Esmail and Levon Jones in the gang, and they all bowed the knee to this one called what's his name? Um,
Which character are you on about?
oh, Dennis. So as soon as Dennis should have gotten them squared away. He should have like been there fathering them and leading them like a good gangster should, but he didn't. He hadn't thought of that yet. Anyway, it was really good. I liked how they also were. It was about being quiet and being really sort of focused in on each other. I like that aspect of this show, and I also liked the the other hippie, the guy who was in that Bob movie, the
Luke
Street Cab
Treadway.
Bob, yeah, the Street Cab
Yeah.
Bob movie. The two of them that we've watched, that was nifty.
Well, you've got to be careful here because Luke Treadway is a twin, and his brother is also an actor.
Okay,
They're identical.
okay. So
But
is this the one that was in the Bob?
yeah, I'm just
All
going to
right,
say
all right.
you got to be careful when you see the Treadaway brothers because you think, oh, that's so and but it isn't. But this time you were correct.
Well, I guess like you can always get one right every so often. Anyway, yeah, it was really good. And yeah, so yeah, Luke Treadway was awesome in it, and Jodie Whittaker, of course, and John Boyega. I gotta tell you, I just think the world of those two now. And I think that I like the way John Boyega is working his way back into being part of the Star Wars community. That's fun. Okay. Those are my opening thoughts. Over to you, Lee.
Well, yeah.
Since I interrupted you all over the place beforehand.
I, hey, I'm used to it. Uh, yeah, it's. I mean, it's a good film to watch, but it's a hard film as well because this week in this country, um, we've had another young 15-year-old killed by knife crime, um, and it was
Oh,
just these youngsters wielding knives and mugging Jodie Whittaker's character. It
oh.
was sort of heightened the thing of me this it's okay to carry a knife, which it isn't. Um, so they were trying to. I got the feeling of they were bigging up that side of it, and but once I got over that, it's a good movie. Um, but the it's the ending of the movie is what's his name, Moses, Boyega's character saves the day, of course.
Mhm.
Becomes a hero. Everybody's forgotten about his antisocial
Mhm.
antics. I'm thinking it's not good to be a you know idolizing these kind of people. Um,
Well, it's
yeah,
because
so
Dennis wasn't bothering them. So then
Dennis,
Moses actually was.
well, Dennis was equal to Moses. He was the pizza delivery guy on the bike, Dennis. If you're talking about the gangster,
Yeah.
You're talking about hi hats.
Oh, hi-hats. That's right. You're right.
Yeah, Dennis was played by Franz Drama,
Okay.
who if you've ever watched the CW Flash or Legends of Tomorrow,
Yeah.
um, he's been in all that playing Firestorm.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean he got his comeuppance. You know, I mean some of the characters you liked, they're the ones what cops it. But yeah, it's I had to put that aside. Got over the knife thing and the gang thing, and it's good to idolize these type of characters. But once you get into the action of the story, it is a good story, as Susan said. Um, you've got to say Nick Frost at the top of the block, growing his weed.
Uh-huh.
Um, as you say, you've got Luke Treadaway as one of his a posh stoner. Then you say you've got the gang of kids, and then you've got Jodie Whittaker, who gets involved through the mugging. Um, but for me, it's the aliens.
No, those are so cool.
Amazing. The first one what landed because they sort of realised, and it took Luke Treadaway's character to work out that the first one was a female, and she was
Oh yeah,
leaving her.
yeah. The pheromones. Yes.
Yeah, she was leaving her scent and pheromones all over the place. And this is why all these, it must have been mating season or whatever, and all these males came down the big blackness of blackness
Uh-huh.
with these neon teeth, wanting to mate. And of course, the female is dead because
Hmm.
Dennis had killed it. Um, but all the scent and pheromones was all over the clothes of those kids.
Yep.
So this is why they were only going to that block. But
And that's
which was
why the one went down and then they all follow them down.
yeah, yeah. So that it's well directed. I mean, what's his name who directed it? Joe Cornish. He's he's a UK TV personality back in the day who used to have his own TV show, the Adam and Joe Show. Um, and he's gone into direction with this movie. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's high octane, as you say, with the kids trying to survive, and some of them don't, of course,
Yeah.
which is a shame because some of the, as I said, some of the characters you start to like. I mean, nobody could like hi hats. He was just a psychopath, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. That's right. That it was him, not Dennis. I'm sorry, I
Yeah,
got the name wrong.
yeah. So and as I say, it was just those characters there, trying to survive. I mean, those young girls, when they went to their flat, didn't believe them until out the side the window was all those teeth. A great shot where they're just outside the climbing up the building, and there's just all the teeth there outside the window.
Uh-huh.
Um, yeah, an enjoyable movie. Once I got over the knife thing and the mugging and but yeah, it was. I mean, it's not a one where you need an IIQ to understand it.
No.
No, it's just kick your shoes off, put your feet up, and enjoy it for what it is.
Yeah,
So
and it's funny. It's another
yeah,
one of these ones that this is our season of. It's a funny horror story from the UK. So yeah.
yeah. So I'll go back to Susan now and ask her anything in particular that she loved, or anything in particular you hated. Because as I've mentioned, I wasn't keen on the knife stuff, and
but I liked all the parkour of the running, and I liked all the motorcycles and bicycles riding up and down the walkways between floors, and even, down up and down well, downstairs. I mean, that was really amazing, uh and those long one shots that they did, those were great. And then, like, they had uh I thought it was really funny when they were sitting in the pot growing room, and they were like, "They'll never find us in here." Uh, and so then, like, "Take off your clothes, because we gotta get rid of this. There's obviously pheromones on there." I mean, that was properly scientifically brilliant, thoughtful and stuff. I
Yeah.
just thought that was really amazing. And then there was that huge pile of clothing in the pot room, which was really funny. And let's see, other things that were great. I love what a badass Sam Jodie Whittaker's character turned out to be. Like, just, fighting with for all she was worth, and that was great. And the the fact that everybody was that all these kids were basically left alone. Like, their folks were out probably at the bars
Yeah.
or at the pub or whatever. There was just no adults anywhere. Um, yeah, that
Well,
was
when you find out that Moses is only 15,
yeah.
you
I
think, wow,
Yeah, I mean, like, they have uh they have a lot of I don't know. It's just really amazing how smart these kids are, and how they didn't need grown-ups to really even provide for them, because they all had, like, the council estate or the council flat or whatever. I
yeah,
don't know. But that was certainly something. And then there was also the fact that the police were so completely inept. I just thought that was really hilarious too. But that's the old horror story trope, that is, you can call for help for whoever you want, but you're not going to get nothing from anybody, you
that's
know,
true.
because whatever boogie is going to get you. And these ones are great. These ones are really cool looking, scary. Uh, yeah.
I mean,
So,
I did like it when the aliens were killed and died. The teeth all went black.
uh huh,
The light had gone out of the teeth. They just turned black
yeah,
to match everything else.
yeah. So
Amazing.
you couldn't even see them anymore. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, for me, I liked the character of Pest, the one who had his leg bitten,
Oh my gosh,
where
yes.
where he wa- where he was getting treated by Jodie's character because she was a nurse. Kept coming on to her. You have you got a boyfriend? Where is he? Do you want me to take my trousers off? I've got my underwear's clean. Pair of new Calvin Kleins. She- that was, what a character that. and also the scene where they're in the corridor in the block with all the smoke. That was just shot amazing, really done well.
It was
You know,
really.
the, only a short corridor, but they all got lost because of the smoke. The tension was there because one of the aliens was there, and of course he got Jerome, one of the kids. But that was shot
The one with the
brilliantly.
glasses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Um, you see, this as well, this movie as well, because we was always taught growing up, bonfire night, the lead up to it, fireworks. Be sensible with fireworks because it can kill or harm. If you're throwing fireworks about what they're doing all through this movie.
Throwing fireworks at aliens.
Yeah, and you're thinking all these years we've been told don't do this, don't do that, and then it's in this movie. It's okay to do that. Okay, it's a science fiction movie that there were aliens after them, but come on, if you get some young kids watching this, they'll think it's okay. So yeah. I think I've got an old head on me today. It's yeah, but as I say, then at the end of it, Moses gets blamed for everything, gets arrested. Um, Nick Frost's character and Luke Treadway's character get arrested. Um, I don't know if they were blaming them for all the explosions or whatever, or it might have been just for the dope. I don't know. But and then you say all the crowd were shouting Moses, Moses, and this is the bit I wasn't keen on. You, you know, because he wasn't asked to piece of work. He was a mugger.
Hmm.
But all in all, it is a good film. Um,
So,
anything
so
else you
your
want to see?
your thought is that
I've got mixed.
one good night cannot erase the whole of a past
No,
life.
no, can't do
Yeah.
because
Well,
how
then
many?
that all those guys in Train Spotting and everything,
Yeah, true.
and all those, it's yeah, okay. I can see your point, but also, that that is like an old that is the old story. It's like the evil person, the evil one sees that
Because,
they can, if they defeat like the boogeyman, then all of a sudden everything is, all is forgiven.
well,
I mean, like I'm trying to think of a fairy tale where that's the case, but I'm struggling a little bit.
anything else you'd like to say about Attack the Block?
Um, yeah, like yeah, the architecture was brutal. Like that's kind of, I mean, that's kind of like the council estates you see over here a lot. There's a lot of like a lot of the ones west of west of the Mississippi are all built like that.
Ah,
There's a lot of you know cinder block or concrete constructions for apartment blocks. Eddie Izzard would have called it Stalinesque. You know, the the communist building permit style buildings, and I just think that it was really, when you're raised in something with the architecture like that, and you've got and with the mindset of you're never going to amount to anything,
mhm.
you know maybe some of this can be forgiven because you go you go on to save the day, and maybe in 10 years, you made something of yourself. I don't know. Like, that's the only comeuppance I have for Moses.
Mm.
But the rest of them too, because they were all in on it, and none of
Oh,
them
yeah,
were innocent.
those all as bad as each other.
Yeah, except for Sam. Sam was the only good one. You know,
Which one was Sam?
the Sam was Jody.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I thought you meant Sam as a blur.
No, no. See, that's why you got to say, I guess, the Jodie Whittaker character. Yeah, she was the only good one. So
Yeah, yeah,
I
they're all.
mean, oh, and the Luke and Nick characters as well.
Yeah, I mean, with the Luke character, he was just a stoner, and
Hmm.
Nick Bush character, he was dealing in drugs, so he's not all saintly.
Yep.
No, but yeah, well, it's worth a watch. If nobody's seen this movie, I would recommend watching it.
Yeah, it is really funny and really cool and a bit gory
Yeah, uh,
and has a lot of jeopardy.
yeah. I mean, sometimes as well. I don't know. How did you find understanding the
No,
talk?
no problem.
No problem at all because they were sort of talking like a, g- a gang do. We,
There was a lot of sort of Cockney and
it was all
street
bra
talk.
and bra and all that. This bro and you know.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, that's a lot of that you hear here too.
All right.
So I mean, like, that's
And
not
when I was watching it, I thought, I wonder if Susan will understand all that, or is
no
it
no
clear?
problem. Yeah, that's no problem. The thing that was really now that you pointed it out, the Joe Cornish movie maker,
Uh-huh.
he did a lot of the stuff with he did a lot of the stuff or wrote a lot of the movies that are kind of fun right now, like Ant-Man, and uh
Yeah.
he did
Co-wrote
yeah,
the Adventure of Tintin with Stephen Moffat.
yeah.
He's done a few things now since his TV days.
And apparently they have penciled in an Attack the Block 2.
Oh, now will it be a totally different story, totally different characters, or will there be retaining characters?
I don't know. And will it be the big mamas of the like the mothership connection, to use George Clinton, to use a little parliament? Will it be the mothership that comes this time?
Who knows? Who
That's
knows?
what that's what happened in the Independence Day thing. A lot of
There-
these things are tropes.
There's a lot of them out there.
Hmm. Yep.
So going to final say and score then. What would you give this?
I'll give this a nine Japanese or Chinese swords out of
Samurai
10.
sword.
Samurai swords out of 10.
Cool, cool.
That was that
Just because
was
just because of the few problems I had with this, because of the knives, the muggins, the adlasing of these type of people. Um, I'm giving it an eight.
okay.
An eight crash helmets out of 10.
Nice.
What a way to go.
I know, he ate that alien ate right through his helmet.
Poor Dennis.
Yeah, just right through. I mean, like taking a big chunk. Like, those things are supposed to be able to protect you. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
well, yeah, splat. So
Yeah.
this is our little review of Attack the Block. Yes, I've got it.
Mhm.
So if you haven't seen it, I would recommend go see it, make your mind up, and see what I meant about my feelings about it. See what Susan. Ooh, she's got a clapperboard. Mm, for going
Mhm.
professional.
Mhm.
But so yeah, and leave a comment below. Let us know what you thought of the movie. Um, Leave a comment below if you would like to join us or send us a message. We're on all the social media platforms. You know, you'll find us there. Um, this is all, these videos are put up on Twitter, Facebook, well, not Twitter now, is it X? Facebook. I can't get used to saying that. YouTube, of course. So leave us a comment on any of those if you'd like to join us. All you have to be is 18 plus, because some things we review are a bit, they are rated. All you need is a microphone and a camera on a laptop or a PC or a tablet or even your mobile phone. So that's all you need. So let us know if you want to join us. And on the YouTube side of things, if you subscribe to our channel, and it's an if, why don't you? Um, Please press the bell notification button on YouTube. It just doesn't come through. And
So
you'll
he
get notified
says.
every time we put up a new video. So I think that's everything, isn't it, Susan?
Yep, it sure is.
So yeah, that's our little review there, done and dusted. Um, we'll be back with another one very soon. So please, you guys out there, please take care and look up to the skies because you never know. You never know what to expect. So bye for now.